Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Bandhav Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Prabharam Brajara Sarasigam Chandarayanam Tam Prabannam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhakti-dam Cha Kripamurti Narayanam Seva Kunja Vaje Ramye Govardhana Giroksada Radha Kunja Rasanande Tatta Seva Pradayata Gurum Narayana Kintam Vande Vinod Prashtakam Yat Parasmiti Matrayana Damodara Prasidhati Vanchakalpadrupyascha Kripasandhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Radha Kancha Namaste Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Bhaktya Vihina Parada Lakshay Kshiptasya Kamaditarangamatya Kripamayi Tvam Saranam Prapanda Vrinde Namaste Saranam Bhajami Radham Aravinda Netram Smarami Radham Madhurasitasya Bhajami Radham Karuna Garatram Tato Mamanyasti Gati Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Festival of my sister Nandar Punam Tazmat and Garth Shri Parmaraj Guru Parvartam Krishna Paswat Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Giridhari. Second of my sister Nandar Punam Tazmat and Garth Shri Bhakti Vedanta Gauri Guru Bhagavat. For my sister Nandar Punam Continuing reading from Srimad Bhagavat Gita, chapter 8. Shloka 8. There's commentary Prakash Bhakti. Verse is Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa Nanyagamina Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati Pat Anuchintayam. O Bhakta, one who is engaged in constant yoga practice with undeviated attention and who continuously thinks of Param Purush, the Supreme Person, will surely attain me. Bhavanavad. In this way, he who practices remembering me during his life will naturally remember me at the time of death, and in this way he will achieve me. Thus, remembrance of me alone is the supreme yoga of the mind. To explain this, Sri Bhagavan is speaking this shloka beginning with the words Abhyasa Yoga. Abhyas means to practice continuous remembrance of me, and yoga means to fix the mind in such practice, not hankering for different sense objects. When one constantly remembers me with such undeviated attention, he will be able to conquer the nature of the mind. Prakashika Vritti. It is necessary to engage in Abhyas Yoga in order to attain unbroken continuity in bhajan, like the flow of a stream which cannot be checked. One will be able to engage the mind in remembering Sri Bhagavan by the performance of Abhyas Yoga and by withdrawing it from other sense objects. By continually practicing remembrance of Sri Krishna throughout one's life, one will be able to conquer the distracted mind, thus enabling one to remember Krishna at the time of death. This is also stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Abhyasen Atmano Yogi Dharayat Achalam Mana. A yogi should make his mind steady by practice. One may refer to Gita 12.9 to study this topic further. Shlokas 9 and 10. Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram Anor Aniyamsam Anusmaredhya Sarvasya Dadaram Achintarupam Adityavarnam Tamasa Parasta Prayana Kala Manasa Chalena Bhaktya Yukta Yoga Balena Chaiva Bruvor Madhya Pranam Aveshya Samyak Satam Param Purusham Upayati Dindhyam. This sloka here, this sloka is actually secretly in the Gita hinting the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come in this sloka. Bhakti Thakur has used this sloka as Praman for Mahaprabhu in Bhagavad Gita. He says one should remember that person who is omniscient and eternal, who is the supreme controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everyone, whose form is inconceivable, who is self-effulgent like the sun, and who is transcendental to this material nature. One who at the time of death fully fixes his life there between the eyebrows by the strength of yoga and concentrates with undeviating attention and full bhakti, certainly attains him. Here the words have been used, Aditya Varnam, one whose complexion is like golden lamp. Now, Bhakti Thakur is described, Arupanuka Acharya is there, Saragar Vaishnava. The Vaishnava accept the essence. And they see there, Ishtadev everywhere. Even from Gita, Bhakti Thakur is showing, look here, Mahaprabhu's glorification. In a general sense, we may say, oh yes, Paramatma. But in reality, whose complexion is also like the sun, that is Mahaprabhu. That is, he is the one who has this, who is described to have this complexion. Ujjvala Varana Gauravaradena. Vilasita Nilavari Bhava Videha. Tripuna Pavana Tripayalesham Tam Pranamami Sri Satyasana. Mahaprabhu is Aditya Varnam Ujjvala Varana. Bhavanavad. It is impossible to withdraw the mind from sense objects without yoga, abhyas. Without continuous practice of yoga, it is impossible to remember Sri Bhagavan. Bhakti which is mixed with any type of yoga is called Yoga Mishra Bhakti. Sri Bhagavan is explaining this in the next four slokas, beginning here with Kavim. This is Yoga Mishra Bhakti is going to be described here. Kavim means omniscient. Rishi such as Sanak are Sarvagya, omniscient. But their omniscient nature is not unlimited. This is why Sri Bhagavan is using the word Puranam, without beginning. Although Antaryami is omniscient and beginningless, he does not give instructions in bhakti. So Bhagavan is saying that Anushasitaram, meaning that he mercifully gives instructions on bhakti through his Swarup avatars such as Sri Ram and Sri Krishna. The tattva of such a merciful personality is very difficult to understand. So the jiva, the devas, they may be omniscient to some extent. But they are not truly omniscient like Antaryami Bhagavan. Because Antaryami Bhagavan is residing in every act, every heart of every jiva. Rishis who are omniscient, they are not residing in the heart of all living entities. They may know past, present, and future, but they are not fully omniscient like Bhagavan is. Bhagavan, he does not instruct the jivas through Paramatma, but through his different incarnations, such as Ram and Krishna. In a personal picture. If you are only getting inspiration from the heart, it is very impersonal. Therefore, it is said that verse Jiva Sakshat Nahi Tate Guru Chaitya Rupa. Shiksha Guru Hoy Krishna Mahanta Surupa. The jiva cannot understand Antaryami within the heart fully. Therefore, Krishna he manifests as pure devotee. Therefore, the Krishna yadi kripa kare kona bhagyavane Antaryami bhakti rupe shikaya mane. Krishna yadi kripa kare kona bhagyavane. Krishna wants to give his mercy to any fortunate jiva, then Antaryami Bhakti Rupa Shikaya Mane in the form of the super soul and the devotee he will instruct. Therefore, because Antaryami himself, the Super Soul, gives inspiration, but it is impersonal. In the sense that we have not realized Antaryami yet. We cannot see him. Therefore, that kind of guidance is questionable. One may think, oh, is this true inspiration, or is this my mind speaking? How many doubts may be there? But when the pure devotee speaks directly to you and reaffirms what is there in the heart, then we understand, oh yes, that is this verse said that Naiva Payanta Apachatim Kavayasta Vesha Brahmayushapi Taditha Muras Maranta Antar Bahitanavidam Asubam Vidhunvan Acharya Chaitya Bakusa Sadatim Benakti. So I may, even if I had the life as long as Brahma, oh my Lord, I would not be able to repay you. Because you manifest as Antar Bahitanavidam Asubam Vidhunvan. That you guide me internally and externally as Acharya Chaitya Bakusha Sadatam Benakti. As the Acharya and as the Sukusha. You are guiding me in this way, in all ways, internally and externally. Therefore, I can never repay you for this. Therefore, Krishna, he guides the Jiva internally and externally. Because Jiva Sakshat Nahi Tate Guru Chaitya. The Jiva cannot receive Chaitya Guru in the heart, he cannot fully receive instruction from him. When we read scriptures, the scripture is not different from the Bahani or the author of the speaking. The verses of Gita are not different from Krishna himself. Directly we can associate with Krishna. When we're reading these stickers, directly we can associate with Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sri Gurudev. Unless we have Nishta in our Bhakti, we overcome the stage of Anishta Bhakti, unsteady devotion. And unless we are entering into the realm of Shuddha Bhakti, then how do we associate with the scriptures? It's not possible. We may read something, we may interpret it in one way. And we may be misguided. Therefore, it is necessary Jaha Bhagavata Para Vaishnava Dasthane. Hear the scriptures from the Vaishnava. They will reveal to you the true meaning of what our Acharyas are saying. Here, under the guidance of the Vaishnava, then we can understand the mood of our Guru Bhakti. Therefore, internal and external guidance is very necessary. You think, oh, I only read books, I don't need Guru. Reading books is like you are relying only on Antaryami to give you the proper meaning. But you cannot hear Antaryami. It's like, you talking on your mobile phone. Clear weather, there is no problem. But if a storm comes, stormy weather, you try to talk, and sometimes no connecting, sometimes breaking, static. You cannot hear properly. So much disturbance there in the atmosphere. So the three modes of material nature, Sattva, Rajas, Tama, this is like material atmosphere. Krishna Thakur is very far away in Golok Vrindavan. You are here in this material world. How will you hear his prayer? How you will hear the inspiration? How will you get through all these three modes of material nature? Plus all the coverings of the universe. So much distortion will be there. What Thakur is saying, not saying, how you will understand clearly. You will interpret it in your own way. And you will be misguided. There is no clear message, no clear reception. Because we are affected by the modes of material nature. Affected by the disease of this desire to enjoy independent nature. Therefore, one has to remain under guidance at all times. What to speak of remaining under guidance now, even the external associates of the Lord, they are always even under guidance in the spiritual world. No one is independent. Therefore, it says that Krishna Prem Janma Mool Hoy Sarvasamna. Krishna Prem Janma Deha Mukhya Puna Anga. That Krishna Prem Janma Mool. The root cause for awakening Krishna Prem is what? Hoy Sarvasamna. Sarvasamna is the root cause for awakening Krishna Prem. But even so, it said Krishna Prem Janma Deha Mukhya Puna Anga. Even after Krishna Prem awakens, the principal limb still remains as Sarvasamna. In other words, we are always under the guidance, always associating throughout every single step and way in this path of Bhakti. These are anugatya dharma. The dharma, it means to remain under anugatya. There is no independence. always under the guidance of the Vaishnava. Therefore, to hear the scriptures from the pure devotees, then we can receive some help. Therefore Krishna, he knows that Antaryami, I cannot be beneficial for the jivas of this world. I am not helpful. This incarnation will not help anyone. Therefore, Bhagavan, he comes, he is very merciful. He thinks of many ways how to attract the jivas, how to help them. He comes as his holy name, he comes as his pure devotees, he comes in the form of the Srimad Bhagavatam, he comes in the form of the Gita also. All these different ways Bhagavan is manifesting here to help, guide and encourage the jiva. Not only that, then he sends his associates also. He brings his Dham here. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Jiva Doya Kori. In order to give Doya to the Jivas, Swapar Sadasya Dhama Saha Avatari, he brings his own Dham and he brings his own associates as well. Giridhari, Govardhan, Yamuna, Vrindavan Dham. Therefore we are going on Parikrama. Where are we going? To visit all these places. None different from the original Giridhari. The time of Krishna, none different. Yamuna, everything, all this here till today. We can pray, take the dust on our heads, receive these benefits. Krishna in so many ways, he laid so many traps, spiritual traps. How to catch the jiva, attract the jiva. Help them awaken them, help them realize that they are suffering, that they are gone astray. Try to bring some awareness to them. Help them understand that this material world is a place of suffering. Birth and death, old age, all these problems here. There is no happiness here. So trying to remind us, help us in so many ways. And ultimately, those who are very stubborn, who do not hear, do not accept all these wonderful opportunities, do not have no desire for sadhusanga, then Krishna, through his time, he gives them one the jiva. You become old and disease will start coming in your body. The eyesight will become weak. The teeth will start to fall out. The hair will become white and grey. Your back, you will become hunchback. Your body will start paining. Your joints will start failing. All these warning signs are saying, look what is happening. Wake up. The jiva is so stubborn and the hair becomes white and they're putting color in the head, black. The eyes become weak, then laser operation of glasses. If becoming back is going weak, then taking walking stick. Whatever, so many different things. Teeth falling out, putting fake teeth. No problem. So many ways we try to defy Bhagavan. But in reality, Bhagavan is helping us in so many ways. But he knows, Antaryami, okay, Antaryami is helpful, but not really. So Krishna himself directly comes. Lila Purushottam, he spoke this Gita Sandesh, this Gita Upadesh. Would have he spoke, would have some many instructions. So many pastimes Krishna performed to attract the jivas. And then as Ram also, Maryada Purushottam, he comes established Maryada. So Krishna, this is a personal pastime, personal Leela of the Lord. He takes it very personally to help the jivas. Krishna himself takes full responsibility. He's not ordering anyone else, but he comes himself and he does. Here, Bhavanavada Vishwanath Thakur is saying, the tattva of such a merciful personality is very difficult to understand. He says that he is more subtle than the most subtle. Does this mean that he is atomic like the jiva? Therefore, I am achintya, inconceivable. He is smallest of the small and he is the biggest of the biggest. There is no limit to Bhagavan. This is what it means that Bhagavan has some purna aishwarya, full opulence. Opulence doesn't mean that Krishna has a room full of gold coins and diamonds and pearls and jewels. This is not what it means of aishwarya. Aishwarya means that which awakens chamatkar, astonishment in the heart of someone who sees it. That is called opulence. So Krishna can become the smallest of the small, or he can become the biggest of the big. This is pastime. Although he has a human-like form, he is explaining his manifestations who are none different from him. Aditya Varna means that like Surya, he illuminates both himself and others. He is beyond material nature, tamasa, and although he is the master of Maya Ashakti, he is beyond Maya. Aditya Varnam tamasa parasta. He is Aditya Varnam, golden complexion. At the time of death, yogis remember him with undeviated minds. They are blessed with the potency of continuous remembrance of him that they have practiced during their lives. How does one attain this stability of mind? Bhagavan says he attains it on the strength of yoga abhyas. What type of yoga? He answers the yoga in which the life air is fixed between the eyebrows, Agni Chakra. Prakashana Vritti. So Gurudev is saying in the previous sloka, the process of remembering Sri Bhagavan at the time of death was mentioned. Now it is explained in this sloka. Previously it said that Antakala Shimam Eva Smaran Mukta Kalevaram. Those who remember me at the time of leaving this body, they will never have to come here again. Yam Yam Bhavi Smaram Bhavam Trajanti Antikalevaram. Tamtam Eva Se Kaunteya Tat Bhavam Sadadat Bhava Kavita. Whatever you remember at the time of death, you will remember, you become that. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes Krishna as saying, please listen as I explain the process of meditation on the Supreme Person, Param Purush. He is omniscient, beginningless and inconceivable to mundane intelligence. He is the smallest, yet he is also the supreme controller who maintains everyone. He exists eternally in his beautiful human-like Shyamasundar form. His tattva is beyond material nature, and because he is self-illuminating like the sun, his bodily hue illuminates his form. One who leaves his body having made his mind steady by Bhakti, and who fixes the life air between the eyebrows by the power of Abhyas Yoga, attains that Supreme Person. This yoga system has been instructed to ensure that one's attention is not distracted from the Param Purush by suffering and pain at the time of death. So at the time of death there is so much pain and suffering, but by yoga, one can control the mind and senses and have a peaceful death. But specifically by Bhakti Yoga, then one does not have a peaceful, one conquers death. Vaishnavanam na karma janma bandhanam se vidate. Vaishnavas do not die but they leave their body according to their own will. Yad aksharam veda vido padanti vashanti yad yat tayo vitaragam. Yad ichanta brahmacharyam sadanti tatte padam sangrahena prabhakshya. I will now tell you in brief about that ultimate goal which the Vedic Pandits describe in Aksharam, as Aksharam, imperishable. Ascetics who are free from all desires enter there, as well as those who observe the principle of celibacy and have a desire to attain that goal. Bhavanava. One may ask, can he be known simply by fixing the life air on the Agya Chakra? What type of yoga is this? What is japa? What is the object of meditation? What is the ultimate goal? Please explain these in brief. Anticipating these questions, Sri Bhagavan speaks this sloka beginning with the word Yad, and the next two slokas, Omkar, and the next two slokas. Omkar, that is Om, the sound manifestation of Brahma, is Akshara, imperishable, and is identical with Brahma. The knowledge of the Vedas proclaim this. In the Vedas, all the Shrutis, what does they begin with Om? There is no Om there, and it is not considered to be complete. It is the beej, the seed. The ascetics enter this syllable Om, the sound manifestation of Brahma, the imperishable reality. Please listen as I explain what this goal is and how it can be achieved. Sarvadvarani samyamya manohridi nirudhya cha murdanya adaya atmana pranam astito yoga dharanam. Om itya ekaksharam brahma vyavaharan mam anusmaram. Ya prayati tyajan deham sa yati paramam gatim. The yogi attains the supreme destination by controlling all the senses, confining the mind within the heart, fixing the life breath between the eyebrows, being deeply absorbed in samadhi by the practice of yoga, repeating the syllable Om, which is a manifestation of Brahma, and giving up his body while meditating on me. Bhavanavad. While explaining this type of yoga, Sri Bhagavan is speaking the Bhakti shloka beginning with Sarva Dvarani. A person attains the supreme destination of Salokya Mukti and comes to my planet by restraining all his senses, such as the eyes, from their external sense objects. Confining the mind to the heart, not desiring any sense object, fixing the life air between the eyebrows, performing yoga dharanam, taking shelter of my deity form by meditating on the deity form from his feet to head, chanting Omkar Om, which is identical with Brahma, and giving up his body while continuously meditating on me, meditating on the meaning of Om, myself. So this one attains Salokya Mukti. This one merges into the Brahma by following this process. This is how yogis they attain this Salokya Mukti, they attain liberation. Prakashaka Vritti. Om is the sound manifestation of Brahma. It is also said in Srimad Bhagavatam. In other words, this is the direct swarup of Brahma, this Om. It is transcendental. It is also said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Abhyasan Manasa Shuddham, Sri Vrid Brahma Aksharam Param. One should practice by repeating in his mind the pure form of Brahma Akshar, the sound manifestation of Brahma, Prana, made of three letters, A-U-Om. A-U-Ma, Om. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prana Vya Mahavakya Ishvarara Murti, Pranava Hoita Sarva Veda Jagata Utpati. And also Pranava se Mahavakya Vedana Nidhan, Ishvara Sarup Prana Sarva Vishwadham. Pranava is the essence of all the Vedas and is the Mahavakya, the greatest syllable. Actually, Om is actually the only Mahavakya that is found in the Vedas. Shankaracharya tries to establish that this Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, Sarva Kalvanidam Brahma, Tattvam Ashishveta Geto. He tries to say that these four are Mahavakya. But in reality, nowhere it has been mentioned. These are the so-called concocted Mahavakyas, Shankaracharya. These are statements in the Shruti, but they are not Mahavakyas. They are like any other statements there. Where Bhagavat has been described as Nirvishesha and Savishesha, both. But Shankaracharya, in order to establish his Mayavad philosophy, he extracted these four statements and tried to establish them as being something special. Ekam eva dvitiyakam nehananasti kinchana. All these, they use these statements to try to prove that these are some kind of great vakyas, great words of the Vedas. But reality, the only Mahavakya is the Prana. That is wrong. Prana is identical with the Sri Murti of Jagadish. All the Vedas as well as this universe are generated from Prana. And it's Om. The essence of the Vedas is indeed this Mahavakya in the form of Prana. It is the Sarup of Bhagavan and the basis of the whole universe. In the beginning of creation, Brahma, he heard what? He didn't hear Om, he heard Kling. The original desire seed from the fruit of Shri Krishna. Om is included within Kling. Just like Om is beej, Kling is beej also. The seed for mantra. Om is more generic, more general seed. This the Swarup of Brahma. But Kling is directly the desire seed, the desire of Shri Krishna. When Krishna plays his flute, then this word Kling it comes out. It's directly related to Vrindananda Shama Sundar. So Om, this is what yogis will meditate on. And by this Omkar, Brahma he chants his Omkar, and he also performs creation. Creates different forms of everything in this universe. But the original desire seed, the original beast mantra is what it is. So, the essence of the Vedas is this Mahavakya in the form of Prana. It is the Sarupa Bhagavan and the base of the whole universe. More than Om, Kling is there. Therefore, for Gaudiya Vaishnava, Kling is very special, this mantra. It is there in the Gaur mantra, Gaur Gayatri, Krishna mantra, Krishna Gayatri, Kam Gayatri. We use this. And for Guru, we don't use Om, we use Om. Ain. Only for Brahma, Gayatri, we are using the word Om. Shloka 14. Ananya Cheta Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityasha. Tasyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yogina. Gurudev marked this Shloka. 8th chapter to learn. O Partha, for one who is constantly absorbed in Bhakti Yoga and who continuously remembers me with an undistracted mind, I am easily attainable. It's very easy. Tasyaham Sulabha Partha. I become very sulabh, very easy to attain for those who are Ananya Chetaha, one-pointed by consciousness. And Yomam Smarati Nityasam, who do Nitya Smaran, such a person I am sulabh, very easily attainable. Nitya Yukta Syogana, one who is always connected to me in this way. Nitya Yukta, they attain me. Bhavanubhava. Karma Mishra Bhakti has been explained in Gita in 7th chapter 29. And Yoga Mishra Bhakti and Pradhani Buddha Bhakti, along with the dominant factors, Karma, Jnana and Yoga, have been explained in Gita 8.13. Now in this sloka beginning with the word Ananya Cheta, Sri Bhagavan is explaining Kevala Bhakti, which is superior to all other types of yoga and is nirguna. I am easily attainable for such a Bhakta who continuously remembers me without considering the purity of time, place or circumstance, whose mind is not attracted to the practices of karma and yoga, and who does not worship the devatas or strives to achieve any other goals such as svarga and mukti. That Bhakta will not have to undergo the misery experienced while practicing yoga, jnana and so on. The words Nitya Yuktasya refer to he who is always hankering for union with me. If one doubts that Bhagavan will also be easily attainable in the future, he responds, I am always easily attainable for him. The word Yogina means one who is endowed with Bhakti Yoga, that is, one who is connected to Sri Krishna in a relationship with such a Dasya Sakti. So Bhagavan is easily attainable, only you have to do one thing, remember him. Remember Bhagavan, you will easily attain him. Don't think of anyone else. Just think of Bhagavan, pray to him, remember him, and you will achieve him. Prakashika Vritti, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes Krishna as saying, I have explained Bhakti mixed with Karma and Jnana from Gita 7th chapter, which discusses Artha, the distress, Yigyasu, the inquisitive, Artha, Arti, those desires of wealth, and Jnani, men of knowledge, up to Gita 7:29, wherein birth, death, and moksha are explained. In other words, I have instructed you about the nature of Karma, Jnani, Pradhani, Bhuta, Bhakti. In other words, that Bhakti which is mixed with Karma and Jnana. From the Shloka Kavim Puranam, Gita 8.9, I have explained Yoga Mishra Bhakti, or the nature of Yoga Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. I have given some hints about Kevala Bhakti in between these slokas just to give you a taste. Now please listen as I explain the nature of Kevala Bhakti. I am easily attainable for such a Bhakti yogi, who is ever united with me, who remembers me with his mind restrained from attraction to all other objects, and who is exclusively devoted. In other words, it is very difficult to achieve me by performing Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. That is Bhakti that is mixed with other elements. This is to be understood. Mahupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam asashvatam naknuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramangata. Here it said that dukkhalayam asashvatam. The nature of this world is what? It is a dukkha alaya. Alaya means like a residence or a place. And dukkha means what? Suffering. So this material world is what? Dukkha. It's a residence full of suffering. It's like there is no escape. And ashashvat, it is impermanent, temporary. Bhavanubhava, he said that the Mahatmas who have attained me do not take birth again in this temporary world, which is the abode of misery, for they have attained the highest perfection. Bhavanubhava, what becomes of those who attain you? In response, Sri Bhagavan speaks this sloka beginning with the word man. They do not have to take another birth which is temporary and full of misery. Instead, they attain a birth like mine, which is eternal and full of bliss. According to the Amarghosh dictionary, the words Shashvat, Dhruva, Nitya, Sadatana, and Sanatana are all synonymous. In other words, Shashvat means permanent. Ashashat means temporary. When I take my blissful, eternal and transcendental birth in the house of Vasudeva, my eternal associates, my bhaktas also take birth. They do not take birth at any other time. The word Paramam has a special significance. Other types of bhaktas attain some siddhi, perfection. But those who are ananya cheta, who have fixed their mind solely on me, attain Paramam samsiddhim. That is, they become associates in my lila. So, by following all kinds of different devotion, mixed devotion, this and that, then one may attain some kind of perfection, some kind of liberation. But those who are fully wanted to me, they achieve what? They become associates in my pastime, they enter my lila. This is the goal for Gaudiya Vaishnava. Last chapter of Dharma, chapter 40, is entitled what? Entering lila. How to enter into Krishna's lila. If you are not entering Krishna's lila, then what perfection have you achieved? What is the use of your prayers, your love for the Lord, if you cannot serve the Lord? What is the use? So only this service, this Premmoy Seva, is fully satisfying the Jiva and Bhagavan. Therefore, devotees who have loving the heart, Krishna comes to them. Like Vilamangal Thakur, Krishna came to him. He wanted to hear, he wanted to taste, relish the mood that was there in his heart. Even if you do not come to him, Krishna will come to you. Such is the nature of prema. This what? Preshakti Shubhada Moksha Lagudakit Sudurlava Sandrananda Vishayasatma Shri Krishna Akarshani Sacha. 6 qualities of Uttama Bhakti. The first 2 stages in Sadhana Bhakti is Preshakti Shubhada, destruction of all flesh, impediments, and Shubhada, achievement of all that is which is auspicious. Then Moksha Lagudakit, Bhav Bhakti. When you say Bhav, it makes moksha and liberation seem lagu, very insignificant. And Sudurlabha, it is extremely rare. And finally, when that Bhav matures into prayer, it is what? Sandrananda Vishayasatma, it is condensed essence of bliss. And Sri Krishna Akarshani, it attracts Krishna. So those who have this Bhav, especially this prem, the Krishna becomes attracted to that personality, he comes to him. And in this way, Jiva then engages in direct service towards the Lord. Hence, it has been established that the bhaktas who are ananya chetaha are superior to the bhaktas who have described previously. Those prakashika vritti, those who have become indifferent to karma, jnana, yoga, and so forth, and who have not taken shelter of the various devas, but who worship only Krishna with ananya bhakti, surely attain only him. They do not have to take another miserable temporary birth, but become eternally absorbed in Krishna's service, being free from the bondage of birth and activities, karma. As it is said in the Padma Puran, Na karma bandhana janma vaisnavanam chavidyate Vishnu anucharatvam hi moksham ahod manishinaha. For the Vaishnava, the bondage of karma does not exist. Since the Vaishnavas have become the associates of Vishnu, they are called Mukti Bhajana, qualified for Mukti by those who know Tattva. They are Vishnu Anucharatvam. They are footstep followers, dedicated servants of Sri Vishnu. And therefore they are qualified for moksha much more. By performing Kevala or Raganuga Bhakti, the Ananya Bhaktis of Bhagavan attain supreme perfection. That is, by attaining Sarup Siddhi and Vastu Siddhi, they are counted among the associates of Sri Krishna in his pastimes and engaged in his service. When it is time for his appearance, they like him, also appear to nourish and enhance his manifest lila. Because they are not bound by birth and death. The Vaishnavas, they come by their own sweet will, and they leave by their own sweet will. This is how we should see and understand the activities of the Vaishnavas, the pure devotees. They come by their own desire, by Krishna's desire, and they also leave. They are not bound by karma, not bound by the laws of nature. Birth, death, old age, disease, and none of these things. Another famous sloka Gurudev mentioned, Mark. This sloka refutes the conception that the jiva has fallen from Vaikuntha. A Brahma Bhuvana Loka Puna Avartina Arjuna Mama Petya Kaunteya Puna Janma Nividyate. Oh Arjuna, all planets in this universe up to Brahma Lok are places of repeated birth and death. But one who attains me, O Kaunteya, never takes birth again. Everything in this universe is perishable, temporary. So Krishna says, anyone who comes to me, once they have my association, they never take birth again. In other words, that if you are with Krishna, there's no question of you entering into my house. There's no rebirth, there's no birth and death. There's only what? Prem Maya Seva. Loving devotion unto the Supreme Lord. Bhavanava, indeed all jivas, even those who have great sukriti, take birth, but my bhakta do not. In other words, you may have so much piety, sukriti, but you will have to take birth again. Only those who have this prema bhakti, this pure devotion in their heart, they are free from this. Sadhaks, what about sadhaks who have not been able to perfect their prema? They have achieved bhav bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, they are on these stages. And what will happen to them? Even though they do not have to take birth again, but Krishna mercifully gives them a body, a birth. And they again engage in sadhana to perfect their prema. So if you pick a raw mango, okay, it is a mango, but it's not received, it's not at its full potential. Therefore you wrap it in hay, put it inside the haystack, and you wait 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 births. When you take it out, then what happens? That mango is fully red and yellow, fully juicy and fully fragrant. So in the early stages of Uttama Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, that mood is not completely ripe yet, not mature. Therefore Krishna lets you take 1 birth, 2 births, 2 more births, so you can perfect your moods while performing sadhana here. Then when your prayer is fully mature and ripe, then Krishna Yogamaya arranges you to enter into Krishna's pastimes in this ritual. First in Brajbhumi, Goma Vrindavan, any universe where Krishna is performing his pastimes, Yogamaya will take the jiva and transfer it there. So he gets the association of the Nityas and the Gopis, the eternal associates of the Lord. He can enter into all these pastimes, Rajlila. Then after that, then when Krishna takes it and then goes back to Apra Vrindavan, he takes you with you. So here, this is the Bhavanavara of this sloka. Tomorrow is Snan Yatra, tomorrow is Yagya, also Abhishek, everything. Tomorrow is Radha Krishna, the small deities, Radha Krishna and Mahaprabhu, they come down along with Jagannath. Yati Maharaj is on Jagannath. We perform Abhishek here. Snan Yatra. Tomorrow after Yagya, like I let me go. Gaur Brahmananda Hare Hare Hariva Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai Saparsada Gaur Hari Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Shri Krishna Chakravarti Thakur Pad Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Anantavadi Vaishnavin Ki Jai Sahamavati Bhakti Vinod Ki Jai Jai Nitaya Gaur Brahmananda Hare Hare Bol.
Hari